Sean Finch's approaching wedding to Aaliyah de Batista is doing little to quell his fears about the 90-day fiancé couple's uncertain future. Sean and Aaliyah fell in love before Aaliyah began her gender transition, which has been difficult for Sean to accept. During their appearance on 90-Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Sean realized that he would lose Aaliyah if he didn't embrace her new identity. However, as Aaliyah pursues surgery, Sean's support is wavering. The age gap between Sean and Aaliyah is one of the most concerning factors in their relationship. Sean is 62, while Aaliyah is 26. Not only does their age difference create a power imbalance, but they are also at vastly different stages in their financial lives. Sean is an established Hollywood makeup artist and hairstylist, whereas Aaliyah is just starting out in life. His welcoming Aaliyah into his home and his life seems to come with the unspoken condition that she abides by his rules. Sean and Aaliyah's age gap also lends itself to their conflicting views on identity and marriage. Sean was married previously and has grown children. Meanwhile, Aaliyah is early in her transition and still discovering herself. While Sean doesn't seem entirely invested in their relationship, Aaliyah's move to America will change the course of her entire future. The couple's commitment to each other may be outweighed by their differing life experiences. With financial success and relationships under his belt, Sean seems to sometimes forget how much is at stake for Aaliyah. Sean and Aaliyah's relationship was born out of secrecy. During Love in Paradise, Aaliyah finally told her family about Sean, which was a profound step towards feeling secure in her identity. As Sean and Aaliyah celebrated their engagement on 90-Day Fiancé, it became evident that Sean also hadn't been forthcoming with his own family and friends. Many didn't know he was in a relationship, and those who did weren't aware it was with a woman. While the shock of many of the engagement party attendees was initially very concerning, I began to see that Sean withheld information about his relationship out of a desire to protect Aaliyah. He didn't want those close to him to judge her, and he didn't want her gender to define their relationship. While it's a red flag that Sean was so secretive with even his own children, I started to suspect that his lack of openness is a distorted sign of the value he places in his relationship. Out of Sean and Aaliyah's many disagreements, Aaliyah's gender transition is undoubtedly the biggest one. Sean had trouble letting go of the person he fell in love with, which was understandable. However, his hesitation seems to be returning as Aaliyah discusses surgical options. Once again, I can't get a sense of whether Sean is on board with Aaliyah's decisions or not. Sean accompanied Aaliyah to several surgical consultations, and despite his lack of enthusiasm, he claimed to support her desire to feel good in her own body. At the same time, Sean admits during his private interviews that he isn't interested in having a physical relationship with a woman. While I commend him for giving Aaliyah the encouragement she needs, he needs to be forthright about his own feelings with her, not just with viewers. Sean finally opened up about his concerns to Aaliyah 2 weeks before their wedding, but it didn't bring him the clarity he'd anticipated. Aaliyah couldn't say whether she would go through with the surgery, even when Sean said he wasn't sure if their relationship would survive it. At that moment, I realized Sean himself felt in the dark about Aaliyah's intentions, and it was impossible for him to convey his feelings when he was unsure where Aaliyah stood in her transition. As Sean and Aaliyah's wedding day nears, they are running out of time to come to terms with their differences. Sean needs to be more honest with Aaliyah, and he also needs to respect her as his equal, regardless of their age or economic status. Sean sometimes seems to hold Aaliyah's position as an immigrant over her head, which is a toxic foundation for any relationship. Despite my concerns about Sean and Aaliyah, I do believe they truly love each other. Sean puts Aaliyah's desire to be secure in her skin first, and Aaliyah sacrificed everything she knew to reunite with Sean in America. The first scenes of their 90-Day Fiancé appearance hinted that the tension will come to a head at their wedding, where Sean insinuates Aaliyah betrayed him. But with the love that exists between the couple, I'm holding out hope that they can move past their problems and live a happy, healthy life together. 90-Day Fiancé's current season features the story of Stevie Nicole and Motti Al-Saudi, a cross-cultural couple who met online. Stevie hails from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, while Motti comes from Iran, which are two vastly different worlds. Motti and Stevie met while Stevie was teaching online English classes. Motti was one of her students, and love bloomed virtually. Stevie teaches English online to pay the bills, but art is her passion. In episode 1, Stevie explained that she loves painting abstract art, including the human body. Stevie enjoys painting nudes because she said it helps normalize different body types. Her work is colorful and feminine, and yes, includes nude images. Stevie's house was filled with her work, and when Motti arrived to her home after arriving in the US, he was put off by all of her art. Motti comes from a very strict, conservative culture, so seeing nude paintings in Stevie's house was a shock for him. Stevie had told Motti about her interest in nude portraits, but he was still shocked to see them all on display. In Motti's country, possession of nude images can result in arrest, so it's a major adjustment for him. He looked visibly uncomfortable upon seeing Stevie's art. For Motti, Stevie's openness about nudity and sexuality is a foreign concept. Stevie's preference for painting nudes, in particular nude women, is a red flag for Motti. He's concerned that Stevie might actually be attracted to women. Motti said he had always wondered if Stevie was interested in women, and seeing her art reaffirmed his suspicions. When Motti met Stevie's best friend, Claire, when they were looking at wedding venues, he discovered that Stevie had even painted her friend nude, and it made him extremely uncomfortable. He asked Stevie why she hadn't told him that she'd painted her friend nude, but Stevie didn't think it was a big deal. Claire and Stevie both assured Motti that there was nothing inappropriate going on between them. It was an awkward conversation, and Claire seemed worried that Motti was so put off by it. It's a big deal for Motti, and it made him take Stevie aside to ask her if she might be more interested in women. Stevie was rightfully offended by Motti's line of questioning, and she got irritated with him for continuing to ask her if she's bisexual. Stevie defended herself by saying she's never given Motti any reason to doubt her. Motti's arrival in the US had implications for him back home. Because of tense international relations between the US and Iran, there's a good chance he won't be able to return to his country. Motti is homesick, especially on his first night in the US, and he shared. Tiffany moved back to the US because of irreconcilable differences, while her husband stayed in South Africa. They were separated but had not divorced officially. It was a huge issue. His partner had admitted that she wanted to hold off the process. That's because she didn't have enough funds for paperwork, as they are in 2 separate countries. But the latest report suggests that they finally went through with it. Recent records from Frederick County Circuit Court show the divorce filing happened on February 19, 2025. The latest update in 2025 confirms they are now officially divorced. Hence, when Tiffany appeared in the new premiere event for Hunt for Love, everyone was curious to know her take on her current relationship with Ronald. Well, she didn't hold back before responding. Tiffany from 90 Day Fiancé opened up about her relationship with ex-husband Ronald after their divorce. It happened during the premiere event for Hunt for Love. When asked by the interviewer, she admitted things were difficult for a while. Well, there was a lot of anger and unresolved feelings between them. She explained they were blocking and arguing with each other. Hence, to Tiffany, it felt like a control battle at times. But then they had an honest conversation. Tiffany said she told Ronald she didn't want stress between them. In fact, now she just wants their daughter Carly to have her dad in her life. She hopes they can co-parent like friends for Carly's sake. Now, Tiffany says they joke and communicate more easily. In fact, Ronald was in the middle of planning a trip to see Carly soon. Tiffany hoped to join them so Carly could spend time with her dad. She was very candid about her current dynamics and admitted it was like all that in the past had not happened between the two. Everyone could sense she had come a long way by leaving behind the toxicity and focusing on what is best for her baby girl. Well, everyone is excited as ever to see Tiffany in the new season of Hunt for Love. Heartbreak and hardship have collided for this 90 Day Fiancé star because she is facing the fight for her life all alone. She recently ended her relationship with her boyfriend, just as she revealed she's battling stomach cancer. Yes, you read that right. She is someone we all knew and have watched on the show. While the noted celeb was surrounded by breakup and cancer rumors, she is now openly talking about her condition and is making shocking revelations. Is this true? What is this all about? What did she reveal? Keep on reading to know more about this controversy. 90 Day Fiancé star Liz Woods has been dealing with a lot in her life these days. She initially was rumored to be suffering from cancer, while the celeb decided to keep the news under wraps. Apparently, Woods further sparked speculations by attending a dinner of cancer survivors and claiming that she was attending chemotherapy sessions. After all this, Liz finally broke her silence. She recently confirmed the rumors that she was dealing with cancer. She revealed that she had it in her stomach, and the entire year has been really exhausting for her. The celeb noted that she tends to be tired all the time and is struggling to get back to normal. 90 Day Fiancé star Liz Woods is opening up and answering all the questions related to her life. As the recent episode of the Diary segment aired, she is free to talk about the current dynamics. The celeb wrote a lengthy caption and addressed all the rumors that have been going on about her life. Liz admitted that she had the best dating time of her life with Jason Zuniga. However, she parted ways with him in December 2024. The celeb even moved out and has been living on her own these days. All of this happened when she perhaps was diagnosed with cancer. Apparently, Woods didn't reveal the real reason why she decided to break up with Jason, but viewers have their own theories. Several sources claimed that Jason cheated on Liz while she was attending chemotherapy sessions. Though the latter didn't confirm this rumor, a picture of Zuniga with his baby mama surfaced on the internet. This further added to the narrative and convinced fans that he cheated on Woods. On the other hand, another theory suggests that Liz perhaps wanted to focus on herself rather than her relationship. She might have wanted to heal from her cancer battle rather than focus on her issues with Jason. Moreover, Woods even claimed that she is doing anything and everything that is good for her and her daughter. Her sole priority is her health, and she is taking good care of herself. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments. Keep coming back to the... Here's the latest on 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 4, including updates on its release date, potential cast, and what fans can expect. The series first premiered on July 24, 2022, introducing viewers to 8 couples trying to turn their long-distance, online romances into real-life relationships in the UK. Each 90 Day Fiancé UK season follows these international couples, always featuring one British partner and one foreign fiancé, as they navigate cultural differences, personal challenges, and the pressure of the 90-day visa rule while racing toward marriage. Blending real-life romance with cultural collisions, 90 Day Fiancé UK brings a unique twist to the popular franchise by spotlighting love stories rooted in the UK. Each season introduces a diverse cast of 90 Day Fiancé couples who met online or during travels abroad and are now ready to take the leap, moving in together and planning a wedding in just 90 days. From language barriers to lifestyle shocks, the series captures the emotional highs and lows of starting a life together under the pressure of time, immigration rules, and the ever-present question, is love truly enough? In February 2024, Warner Bros. Discovery UK and Ireland revealed it had greenlit special episodes for seasons 3 and 4 of 90 Day Fiancé UK, including tell-all specials produced by CPL Productions, as reported by 7 Studios. The series has proven to be a standout performer for Discovery Plus in the EMEA region, especially for driving subscriber growth. During 2023, the second season upheld the show's position as the platform's most-watched entertainment program in the UK and Ireland. The franchise continues to grow, with nearly a 30% increase in subscriber acquisitions from one season to the next. It's expected that Season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé UK is set to introduce a fresh lineup of bold individuals, each embarking on a daring journey to find love despite significant challenges. The show will chronicle the emotional roller coaster experienced by 8 Brits and their overseas partners as they face the trials of a 90-day countdown to lasting commitment. Adding to the excitement, the 90 Day Fiancé UK Tell-All special has also become a fan favorite. It claimed the title of the most viewed episode on Discovery Plus during its debut month. As per IMDb, 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 1 premiered in July 2022. It had a total of 12 episodes, which is very short compared to the US seasons. 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, for instance, had a total of 20 episodes with 2 parts of Tell-All. 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 1 didn't have a tell-all. The reunion became a part of the show only during season 2, and even then, it was limited to just one episode. 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 2 premiered in July 2023, and Season 3 made it to the telly in May 2024. 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 3 seemed to have been rescheduled. However, May 2025 is almost over, and no date for 90 Day Fiancé UK Season 4 has been announced yet. It appears the show might follow older patterns and premiere sometime in July this year. It could have the same number of episodes as before, i.e., 12, and as Tell-All has been confirmed, episode 13 could be the reunion special. The show might run for 3 months before airing the finale and the Tell-All episodes in September 2025. In 90 Day Fiancé UK, hopeful Brits and their long-distance partners have just 90 days to discover whether their relationship is meant to be or if it's time to walk away. As cultures clash and lives intertwine, each couple takes a major risk in the name of love. So far, the cast for the upcoming season has not been revealed, and it remains uncertain whether any returning couples will continue their journeys. While the UK version doesn't yet offer spin-offs like Happily Ever After, people have the freedom to be who they are. If Motti and Stevie aren't able to work their issues out, the future of their relationship doesn't bode well. Brandon Gibbs from 90 Day, The Last Resort shared some painful news about his father Rob Gibbs' health as he continues to grieve the loss of a son. Brandon from Virginia has been married to Russian woman Julia Trubkina since 2020. Julia did not enjoy living with Brandon's parents and decided to move out of his farm. However, Ron's health issues prevented the couple from moving away. Ron was diagnosed with cancer and was doing well per his latest appearances on shows like 90 Day Diaries and The Last Resort Season 2. Brandon's latest update about Ron is concerning. Brandon shared a photo of himself and Julia sitting with their other dog, Nala, on a park bench near a lake. He captioned it, "This year has really tested us and our families." Julia wrote, "We miss you, Simba, every day, praying for Dad to get better," in the caption, sparking curiosity about Ron's well-being. Brandon's follower at Hoagie12 commented, "Is Brandon's dad sick?" Brandon replied to them, "He just had a fall," with a disappointed face emoji. Brandon didn't share specific details about Ron's condition or how his fall happened. The couple is clearly going through a difficult time and may choose to open up more once Ron's health improves. Brandon and Julia's marriage has been marked by ongoing struggles, from clashes over her go-go dancing job in the US to trust issues after she cheated on him with an ex. Julia has also declined to have children with Brandon and applied for her parents' US visa without informing him, adding further strain to their relationship. Now Ron's health has become a new concern. During the Happily Ever After Season 6 Tell-All, Brandon shared that his father was battling an unexplained illness. Ron and Betty had asked Brandon and Julia to move back in, but Julia responded dismissively, saying, "This is life," which came across as insensitive given the seriousness of the situation. Later, the Gibbs family requested prayers for Ron's recovery, and fans have begun sending well wishes. With this added stress, Brandon and Julia's relationship faces yet another challenge. Brandon and Julia have turned to therapy to work through their challenges, and Brandon has come to accept Julia's decision not to have children. However, Julia is now dealing with undisclosed health concerns she's not yet ready to share. Financially, the couple is also struggling. Julia admitted it was hard to cover their vet bills. With these growing pressures, their healing process after losing Simba may be hindered. After 90 Day, The Last Resort, it remains to be seen how they will handle these mounting issues while striving to build a relationship free of trust issues and disagreements. Tiffany Franco and Ronald Smith became popular 90 Day Fiancé stars thanks to the Other Way edition and later Happily Ever After. Despite their many attempts to get their relationship on track, they were not successful. Fans also had to see their ugly spats and feuds. But with Tiffany's appearance in the Single Life edition of the show, it confirmed that they are no longer together. Then, after a massive brawl during the Single Life Tell-All, Tiffany outed her ex for being a gambler and a druggie.
Ron.